My name is Bum Jin Soon, and I'll be teaching you investment course throughout the module 4. Okay, so let's have a look at the syllabus. So this is a GMBA course for the investment. Well, it's not working. Okay, and as I said, my name is Bum Jin Soon, and my office is located in the Business School main hall building, 5th floor, and the room number is 508. Okay, and this is my email. Since the email is pretty much the only way you can communicate with me, write down this email, and whenever you have to ask me anything, the question, and then you can send me an email. Okay, and this is my web page, and the class times, the schedule of the classes are listed at the end of the syllabus. As you know, we have a coronavirus situation, so we're going to have video lectures. First 5 lectures will be video lecture, and we are currently planning that we will be able to, we're hoping that we'll be able to resume the normal classes from March 17th. Okay, so the current plan is 5 video lectures, okay, 5 video lectures, and then we'll resume our normal lecture, on-campus lecture classes on March 17th. And we don't have a class on March 12th. Instead, we have additional class on the April 17th, and that's where we're going to have a final exam. Okay? And my regular office hours start from 2 and ends at 4 p.m. on every Tuesday. So if you need to see me, you can drop by during these regular office hours, or you can send me an email to set up an appointment. Okay, so I'm pretty much in my office every day, so you can feel free to send me an email to set up an appointment on any day, anytime. Okay. The course objective is to teach students about the investment theory and practice. So the course will utilize a combinations of theoretical studies, problem sets, current and historical events, and data in MS Excel to teach students about structure of the capital markets, theories and practice in portfolio management, and asset pricing theories used to analyze equity, securities, and funds. Okay, so that's where we are heading. The main textbook of this course is Investment, Asia Global Edition by Body Kane Marcus, and that's this book. So I think the school bookstore will have Asia Global Edition of the Investment, or you can just buy plain investment textbook, 10th edition, by the same authors. The edition number and what version you might be able to have access, you might be able to buy, doesn't really matter, because these books are pretty much the same, and they're not that important. Okay, so if you are trying to buy one, then buy plain investment 10th edition, or if you can get the Asian Global Edition, that will be fine too. Okay, but the most important study material for you to study this course is the lecture slides. The lecture slides will be posted on the Blackboard before the lecture, and these lecture slides are pretty much self-contained, meaning that these slides will contain enough material for you to study and get prepared for the final exam or the quiz. Okay, but if you think the lecture slides are not enough, and sometimes some of you might find the lecture slides are a little bit difficult or challenging to understand, and then you might want to buy the investment textbook, because textbook contains a lot more detailed explanations about stuff and so on. So it could be a nice reference for those who might feel you might find the lecture slides too difficult. Okay, and you need a financial and engineering calculator for the quiz and the final exam. Okay, so you don't have to buy it, but you might want to borrow one from your friends to take an exam or in the quiz. Okay. Course requirement and grading weight. So there are 2 quizzes, 15% each, and there will be 1 final exam, 40%, and there will be 1 individual assignment, 20%, and class attendance and participation will make rest 10%. Okay. I will talk about each of these components more in detail in the later part of the syllabus. The grading policy, roughly the half of the class will get A or A plus, and then the next 35% will get B or B plus, and the remaining 15% would get C plus or lower. The individual assignment is an empirical implementation of theories we learn in class using the MS Excel. And we first do similar exercises in class, and the assignment will be the one with a different set of stocks. Okay, so we're going to do pretty much the same thing in class together using the MS Excel. And also I will have a refresher kind of introduction for about the MS Excel functions that I'm going to use. So if you closely follow that class using the MS Excel, it won't be that hard to do the individual assignment. As I told you, there will be 2 quizzes. Okay, and actually I'm planning to have the first quiz right after the 5 video lectures. Okay, of course the normal lectures begin when the coronavirus situation gets better. So it depends on the condition of the coronavirus outbreak. But currently, if we have 5 video lectures, the first day of the on-campus class will have our first quiz. Okay, and the reason why I have 2 quizzes is because it helps you to get prepared for the final exam. Okay, so when you think about how you learn mathematics in high school or in college, right? You have to understand A to understand B, and you have to understand B to understand C, right? And in other words, you cannot understand C if you don't understand B, and you cannot understand B if you don't understand A, right? So this course is similar in that nature. Okay, so this is like a building blocks. You have to understand the first topic to understand the second topic, and you have to understand the second topic to understand the third topic. So having the quizzes help you to get prepared for the next topic, and also eventually get prepared for the final exam. And the final exam will be on the April 17th, and no makeup exam will be given for the final exam. The final exam is a closed book, but you are allowed 2 sheets of note, A4 size, front and back, so that's 4 pages for the final. That means the cheat sheets are allowed 4 pages, A4 size, so you can put pretty much anything on there. Okay, so you don't really have to memorize or remember any of the equations or formula. Okay. So this is the course outline. So the first topic that we're going to talk about is about money. And this is about central bank and monetary policy. So our whole course will eventually focus on the investment in stocks, but first topic that we're going to talk about is the central bank and monetary policy. And that's because the central bank and monetary policy plays a very important role in stock market. And I'm going to make a detailed argument explanation about the link between the monetary policy and the stock market later in the video. And the next topic is the financial system. So next we're going to talk about the structure of the financial market and what are the securities that are traded in these markets and what are the financial institutions and what are the financial supervisor system in the US and in Korea. And then we're going to move on to the next topic, which is trading. And we're going to talk about how these securities are traded and what types of orders can we make in the market. And we're going to talk about margin trading and short sales. And that makes the first set of topics. And when we finish these topics, we're going to have a first quiz. And the next topic is about why stock. Why should we be interested in investment in stock? So we compare the historical performance of the stock versus bond, and we're going to study why that we have to be interested in stock. Okay, and then once you are interested in investment in stock, and then we think about investing in multiple stocks, and that means we are mixing the risky asset. We're mixing the risky stocks together, and how can we optimize, or how can we come up with an optimized portfolio for my personal need? And that is the mean variance analysis of portfolio returns. And actually that ends up the second set of topics, and then we're going to have a second quiz. And actually this is a way to build up a model. It's called capital asset pricing model. In short, we call it CAPM. And after deriving the CAPM, and then we're going to talk about another approach in an asset pricing, which is called arbitrage pricing theory and multi-factor model. Okay, so after learning these two theories, CAPM and the APT, we're going to use these models to evaluate funds. So that is our last topic, performance evaluation of the funds. Okay, and that kind of concludes all the topics for this module 4. Okay. So next goes to the Blackboard. So this is course website on the Blackboard. I understand some of you don't have an access to the Blackboard, and so I'm planning to send these files by email, or I plan to make a separate website where you can download these files, but I'm not sure when I can do them, but I will try to make a website that contains these files so that you can directly download these files from the website. But that's my new challenge, so I'm not really sure when I can make this website. But anyway, this is a course website, official course website, and there is a syllabus, right? And our first topic number 1, is the central bank and the monetary policy. Okay, and in order to discuss the central bank and the monetary policy, how is it related to the stock market, the good reference is an article about the Cramer. So this is a nice article showing you the link between the bond market and stock market, and it actually has a video. So let's watch the video. So go through, not the first picture, but to go to the second picture, and then press the picture to see the video. So let's watch this video for a while. So what do you think about the video? So if you find this video is hard to understand, don't worry about it, because that's what we're going to talk about and that's what we're going to learn about. So let's go back to our course website, and this is the first file that we need to look at. And we will talk about central bank in the US, which is called Federal Reserve System, and we're going to talk about central bank in Korea, which is the Bank of Korea. After covering all these slides, and once we're done with them, go back to the guys' video, and you will find that the video is much comprehensible. Okay, so for now, watch the video again and think about the link between the stock and the bond market. And that is where we start from the next lecture. Okay? Okay, see you at the next lecture. Thank you.